Who said landscape photography was a relaxing pastime? It's not really doing it justice. Honestly, that is the most amazing sunrise going on, and I'm missing it. It's 15 minutes until sun's up. It's not so much that I'm late. I went to another location, and although the tide was on its way out, it wasn't as far on as I'd hoped. Because the sea was so far in, there was just no way to get an angle onto the sunrise. So I made a last minute decision to move and to come to here. I'm only 5 minutes along the coast. I have no idea what the place is called. I've never been before. But I will stick the name on the screen just now. The sun just coming up now. And I haven't got my filters on. Who said landscape photography was a relaxing pastime? I'm going to move slightly further down the coast, and hopefully I'll retain some of the colour in the sky, and that sun will just go behind that cloud. I think it will. I'm by no means a wildlife photographer, but honestly, this is something that I think would stop most people in their tracks. The noise is just phenomenal. Honestly, absolutely beautiful. I have taken 1 or 2 images. What I did do, and I've got no idea if it's enough, I have upped the ISO to 1200, just purely because of all the birds flying around. I was wanting to retain my depth of field so I could keep this in focus and the far rock, but the shutter speed was extremely slow, and I was thinking that these birds might render streaks across the screen, so I've put up the ISO slightly. Look at these little birds. apart from the fact that somebody has just walked into my into my image, I'm absolutely loving the little wildflowers here. Just the abundance of colours is truly amazing. But what I'm really waiting for is not so much him to move. I just want that sun just to rise a little bit and go behind that cloud. Although the guy's currently out of my frame, I am getting flare from that sun. Just needs to rise just a little bit. So it's been a bit of a wasted morning. I got up at some ridiculously early time. I think I was up about 2:30, 2:45 in the morning. The polar opposite from last week, where I talked about following your gut instinct. This week, lack of planning. I did check the tides, but I got it wrong. It's just one of those things. I wish I could say the sunrise didn't happen, but honestly the sky was absolutely glorious. Pre-sunrise, the colour was amazing. I did see it on the viewfinder on the little video camera that you're on, and it really didn't do it justice. The sky was truly amazing. But we caught a little bit of the colour. I think we'll go back to the PC and finish this video off there. So I'm back home. I'm actually in the future and recording this a couple of days later. I got home and I just went straight to bed. Absolutely shattered. So I've got my coffee in hand and I'm going to open my Lightroom library. First one I want to talk about is this one here, where we talked about upping the ISO to possibly remove the streaks from the birds. Well, that didn't actually work. There we go. So I actually didn't up it enough to freeze the frame. So what has worked was the first one that I took. You can see there's a series of 3. 1, 2, 3. And that's the one that we talked about upping the ISO to remove the streak. All that's done is recorded the streak. So no, my hands are up, got it wrong. What I really would have been better doing actually, this is at ISO 100. Where are we? Let's just check that. Yeah, ISO 100. Although I don't like lowering the ISO in the Nikon because it's a simulated ISO opposed to a real one. It's lowering the ISO through software, through a little program inside the camera rather than how it would traditionally work. So I try to avoid that if I can. So I'm at my lowest native ISO. I am still, I don't know if you can see that, still getting this streaks here. But I'll be honest, 1, I could remove them in the computer. 2, I don't think they're that noticeable. As where if we go back to the one where I upped the ISO, they're extremely noticeable. So hands up, I got it wrong. The real answer was to lower the ISO. But let's go back to there we go, look. Far better at 100 ISO. So I'm quite happy with this image. I think the problem with it is, as a print, I think it's going to be really successful. If we zoom in, the amount of detail is quite incredible. And I think that would make a really interesting print. I think you could stand and look at the information contained in it for quite a long time. As for uploading it on social media, somebody flicking with an iPhone, You know, they've got 1 second for them to make up their mind if they like it or not, and they're on to the next image. I don't think it'll work. The beauty is in the detail, and I don't know if the detail jumps out enough. I don't know if that was making sense, but I don't think if I posted that on my Facebook group, for example, it would receive that much success. I'll put a link on the screen just now to my Facebook group if you want to check it out. The second image of the morning that I've come back, and I am actually quite happy with, is this one. I'd really like to know if you think I should take this gentleman out. Does he add to the scene, or does he detract? You could possibly let me know in the comments below. I really am interested in your opinion. I've asked a couple of people this morning actually, and I got a mixed answer. One guy, one of my friends, he thought he added a sense of perspective to the scene, also balance with a highlight, and just gave the scene a bit of context. My other friend totally disagreed, totally ruined the natural landscape and thought he should be removed. So I would appreciate your thoughts in the comments. I think the only thing, is this horizon squint? No, I don't think it's too bad. I think the only thing that does irk me is I am just a little bit bright up here, just this area. We can see from the histogram it's not quite blown out, but it's getting very close. But it's been more successful than I thought. In the third image that I shared in the video, stronger foreground image, the juxtaposition with the sun, I think maybe works slightly better. I also like this little fellow. There, you can see there's a tiny bit of flare coming in there. A little bit frustrating, but as I said in the video, I really was there just fractionally late. So all in all, actually, I think I'm not too disappointed with the morning's results. And with that, I guess I'm going to wrap this up. I guess it was a more productive morning than I realised. I really do like this print, although, like I say, I'm aware it needs to be printed big. In the world we live in, that isn't how we're displaying images at the moment. So thank you very much, guys. Please like and subscribe. Click that little bell button to get notifications when I upload. I'll possibly see you on the Facebook page. I did actually upload one of the images. I think it was this one, and it was quite successful. So you can go along there and have a look at the comments if you want. Right, thank you very much, guys. See you later.